So today we are making a clay elephant, just so everybody can see and they are aware. Well, they gotta see it up close, so. Is that in there? Do they have 2 holes in their nose? Even there, it's too tiny.
So creepy. He's watching you now, Travis. Every time you get nervous, I think about
Hi, little guy.
hi, little buddy.
Okay, hi, we're gonna start soon. And it's gonna leave you unmuted, but if it's getting a little bit louder, we might ask you to mute yourself. Okay? Yeah, or we will mute you. I hope you're gonna enjoy. I'm gonna pass it to Travis and Sean. Enjoy, guys.
All right, hi guys. So today we're making clay elephants. And I'm gonna start you off with a cool elephant fact. Just since we're in the animal kingdom class. Do you guys know that elephants love water and are great swimmers? Yeah, that is a true fact about elephants. They love water and they are great swimmers. So I'm going to give you 12 more facts after that awesome fact as we go. Okay, the first step I need you to do is get out a clay piece, any color. It really doesn't matter. If you have a rainbow elephant, that's fine. What you're going to need is 4 even pieces as your first step. Just gather your 4 even pieces. Sorry. So 4 even clay pieces. They should be about the same volume each, or very close. It doesn't have to be exact, but the closer the better. These are going to be the elephant's legs. So I'll give you a moment just to get these pieces together.
I have 4 even. I got 3 even and 1 not so even.
It's not even. I'll try to keep an eye on you guys, give you just a moment here till I move on. While we're waiting, I'm going to give you guys another cool animal elephant fact. Okay, did you guys know female elephants have babies all the way till their 50s? Not only, they have a baby every 2.5 to 4 years and are pregnant for 22 months, the longest of any other mammal. So that is a pretty cool fact about elephants. A really unique birth cycle. They live very old. They have probably, well, if you do the math on that, they're gonna have like 20, 30 kids by the end of their life, potentially, at least 20. That's a lot of baby elephants that one elephant can make, eh?
1 second. Joanne has a question. Joanne, do you have a question?
No, I do.
You're good? Okay.
We can't see what you're doing, nor can we hear you.
You can't see?
See or hear?
No, she can't see because maybe we can move the iPad down a little bit.
Is that the bottom one there, or who is the?
It's Joanne.
It's right here. Does that help?
Well, no, because it's switching between all the other screens,
Oh.
not just yours. And then I can't hear you because, or she can't either.
Okay. So maybe what we'll do is we'll mute you. We'll mute everybody.
I think she's saying that
It's going from different screen.
other screens.
Meaning she
So
just
she
has to hit the
do
tab.
the switch to.
Oh, her camera. So
Yeah.
So instead of the active speaker, she has to switch to the gallery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So switch to the gallery mode.
Can you choose just a single one? Like,
Yeah.
can they all choose this as their big screen though? Or?
Yeah, it's the gallery mode because it'll just go show everybody underneath, and then the main one is at the top.
And you can pin a camera.
Yep.
Yeah. So if they pin it.
Okay, in case anybody missed it, the first step to this is taking four small clay balls. They do not have to be, they do not have to be big, like the tip of your finger size, each one. That's a good size right there. Okay, step number 2, you're gonna get a much larger peat clay ball. And you're gonna make that as well. This clay ball is gonna be bigger than all 4 of those put together, or pretty much all 4 put together would be a good size. So 1 larger clay ball. Any size, like you guys could do this any size. It really doesn't matter. I know you don't have a lot of clay, so a little bit smaller would probably be more beneficial. Okay, once you've made your bigger clay ball, is everybody there? Or do you need a few more minutes?
What I'm going to do is I'm going to mute everybody so they can hear me clearly.
Okay.
So guys, I'm going to mute you guys. But if you have questions, chat us or just raise your hand, okay? It'll probably make it easier to follow Travis's and Sean's directions, okay? Thank you guys.
Got a better spot. All right, is it good to go?
Yeah.
Okay, guys. So after that bigger ball, you're gonna take another ball and make 1 more ball, about twice the size of the legs you made, or the little legs. At least that's how I've been making it. So you have a total of 6 balls so far. And now I think it's a good time to read you guys while you're doing that. Another cool elephant fact. Did you guys know that elephant trunks are huge? They can weigh up to 400 pounds on a grown adult, but they are also so dexterous with it that they can pick up a single grain of rice. It may be due to the fact that they have 40,000 muscles in their trunk. That's a pretty cool fact, eh? That is awesome. 40,000 muscles in their trunk. Wow. Incredible. Okay. So if you've made your second ball there, guys, there's going to be about 2 more balls. They're going to be about half the size of the leg, adding to it. So now we have a total of 8. And we are almost there for preparation. And then we could start assembling him. Looks like Milo and Nate is gonna stop laughing. Start prepping this a little bit. Just do that. Just give it a sec. Looks like people are caught up. Great. Catching up. Okay, at this point, we should have our 8 balls. If you don't have your 8 balls, can you please raise your hand so I can give you a second to... Okay, Tom. Do you have a question or anything, Tom? Can you... Okay. So I'll give you guys a little bit more time then to finish these up. Yeah. They still can't see what we're doing, apparently.
Okay.
The camera can be adjusted on your end. There's a gallery mode. You can also switch the camera to just viewing our screen in the big screen mode, which would probably be the most beneficial to seeing what we're doing, because it'll be the largest. It's okay, guys. We got lots of time. There's no rush. You just.
Yeah, one sec. Yeah, Tom has a question. 1 second. Tom, I'm just gonna get to you in a second. I just wanna see. Yeah, that's a little bit better than his.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's better. Okay. So Tom, I'm sorry, what were you saying, sir?
Does it matter how big or small they are? I just made a.
As long as they're the same size, it doesn't matter on the like actual size of it, really, Tom. But the four first balls we're going to make are going to be its legs. That's why it's important it's going to be even. The most important that the legs are even, just due to the fact if one is shorter, it's going to be standing a bit off kilter, right? So if they're not perfect, though, it should be still effective that it's going to stand if they're close.
How many do I need? I have like eight balls here.
Yeah, 4 balls at, okay. Which cameras are they going off of here? This one? Right? Okay. Okay, just 2 seconds, Tom. I'm just gonna give you a visual here. Are you able to see these pieces? Is he able to see those? Can you guys see the size of these pieces here?
Yeah, I can see them.
Okay, yeah, so there's 4 that are gonna be its legs. So once you're done with those balls, you can kind of roll them out and back into sticks. Then you can kind of press them onto the ground a bit and place them near each other. Okay, so I have them standing up, kind of in 4s, very close together. Make sure they're about the same height. Okay, I'll give you guys a second. Anybody need time to catch up or have a question? Just raise your hand quick and I will have them unmute you. No? Okay. So we're going to our second part. You're going to take your bigger, larger ball. What happened to the pen we had, or pencil we had here? I just had.
I have no clue.
Where I had a pencil on the table. Somebody must have moved it to clear it off. I'll use the scissors. Okay. So if you have something, you can also use your finger. Maybe I'll just do that. I'll use my finger. And I'm going to. So I'm going to use my finger and I am going to poke it. I'll bring us closer to the camera in just a second so you guys can see. But I'm going to do something like this. Oh, there it is. With four pokes kind of indented into this bigger ball. Kind of stretch it out. So it's something like this. Can all your cameras see that? Okay. After you have these 4 craters in the bigger ball, you're going to take your smaller ones and place them into each individual crater here. Oh, sorry. Back up. I almost forgot. Before we do that, we're going to need our toothpicks. If your toothpicks are too long for your pieces, they easily break. I'll just give a demonstration here. You can just go one way and the other, and you can have a smaller bit of toothpick if it's too long. And you're going to stick it into all 4 legs, like I am showing here. Okay, so you can see the toothpicks are sticking out of the legs at the moment. Is there any questions up to this point on what to do there? If so, just raise your hand and I'll happily answer it for you guys. Even if you need some more time, just raise 2 hands if you need more time and no question. Okay, I'll give you more time.
Tom needs more time. No, Tom just needs more time, that's all.
That's okay. That's perfect. We just have to get our hand gestures up to par so we can communicate by signals. I'll be like, here's a heart, guys. You see? Anyways, this is perfect time, I believe, to read you guys another really cool elephant fact. Did you guys know that elephant skin is very sensitive? They can feel even a fly land anywhere on their body. They also have to use mud as sunscreen, or the sun would damage their skin so bad and would cause painful blisters and sores on the elephant. So that's pretty cool, eh? Elephants actually need skin care, just like us. They got a delicate skin. Looks like Tom's still working.
Oh, we have a question from Chris.
Okay, what is it, Chris? Just 2 seconds, we're just unmuting you. Okay, yes, we can hear you.
I don't know this, the bigger ball with more indentation,
Yeah,
is this supposed to be like a flat or a round ball?
the more round it is, the better. It can get away with it. This is gonna be the body of the elephant.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
I think Alison has questions.
So even if you guys want to just shape it even it doesn't have to be round. At this point, you can kind of shape it into a body of an elephant, but round works for the body. As you can see on this elephant, it was just a round bit there.
Alan has a
I
question.
think Alison might have questions.
Okay,
Alison, I'm just gonna unmute you now. Okay, you have any question, Alison?
I need to the body.
okay, so the body is one big ball, Al. You can use a pencil or your finger and poke 4 spots. Just kind of shape it. It almost looks like a turtle shell by the end, I guess. Oh, let me put this down. I don't know if you guys can see it from there. Maybe blue was a... Here, maybe Sean's can kind of help you see what we're talking about. So it's going to look like this when the legs go in, as Sean has here. Can you guys see that? You got this, Jerry?
But do we use the bigger bolt?
The bigger ball would be the body.
Yeah,
So
that's
yes.
going to be the body. So if this is the body, Al, which it is, I'm going to put a toothpick in our smaller legs. Do you see that? The little toothpick sticking out? Try to bring it close to the camera. And the body is going to look something like this. You're then going to take these legs with the toothpicks and you're going to place them into the indents. They don't have to be deep. This is just for security. So you're going to end up pushing this down into them. This is just so it doesn't come undone. You're going to press the clay around the legs. Sorry, you guys can't see it on that angle, eh? Sorry. So now we're just working the clay around the legs we just placed in with our toothpicks. Smoothing it out, just kind of giving the elephant his body shape now. Deciding where his head's, which way his head's gonna go. Elephants don't have much of a neck, so that's kind of makes it easy. You don't have to add a longer bit to the body or anything.
Allison, I believe, has a question. Travis? Oh, is she?
Just unmute her and I'll happily answer it.
Alison, are you showing or you have question?
I'm showing.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
How's it looking, guys? Can you see it? Hers is
Can
looking
you
okay?
put on camera? We can see it.
It's a little high for us.
Put it a little bit down.
There's gonna be a little circle on your device. Just put it to the little circle. That'll be the camera lens, Al. Okay.
Thank you, Alison.
So it's gonna end up looking, on for you guys, I'll try to get on the camera here for you guys. Okay, so you got it here. See the legs. See the body. Coming under development. Is that on camera or screen?
See myself, I don't know why.
Okay, and then it should stand already, as you can see. Okay, well, you guys are catching up again and putting in the toothpicks and stuff. I got another awesome elephant fact for you. Did you guys know that baby elephants can stand at birth? And they weigh 260 pounds on average when they're born. 260 pounds at birth. That's bigger than most adult males,
Elephant.
just at birth.
Male elephants.
I'm going to get to that fact. When you guys hear how big the biggest elephant that's ever been recorded is, you're going to you will scream because it is massive. That was kind of a short one. Let me give you one more fact while we're sitting here. Did you guys know that elephants have an amazing memory and can remember a huge area of land? They can map it out in their brain and store it in their mind for a very long time. So anywhere an elephant goes, it maps that territory in its brain and keeps a map kind of like in its brain where it remembers everything, where a specific tree is, rock, anything. That's such a good memory. It remembers everything it sees pretty much and can map it out and refine itself, refine its way. Even if it's a different season, different terrain, different time of year, it doesn't make a difference. They remember. Really cool. So that's a better memory than I have because sometimes I'm driving and I miss a turn and then I'm turned around. So, oh, Allison has a question. Just give us oh, are you just showing us, Al?
He's just
Showing us.
Okay, I'm just
Okay.
gonna mute her.
Bring it down just a bit, Al.
And just put it in front of your face so we can see. Closer to your face.
Remember, if you guys need to break the toothpicks, it's as quick as, can all the cameras see that? You're gonna crack it that way and back to have two pieces. If it's a little long, you can also use scissors. The toothpicks I sent you are very easy to break. Scissors work great. You can break it with your fingers as seen. All of that works.
Tom has a question. Tom, I'm just gonna unmute you.
Yeah, just do it. Hi, okay, what is it, Tom?
How do you do the tail and the trunk?
We're not quite there yet, but if you guys are already on the body, I'll move on to the head. So now we'll have that one other ball, the bigger, it would have been the second biggest ball you made, is gonna be our head. We're just attaching this round ball. Oh, sorry, gonna need another toothpick for this part. You're gonna stick it in where its head or neck would be. So I'm gonna put it to that point, as you can see. The toothpick is in this point. You can see that? Okay. You are then going to take that round ball, the second biggest ball you should have made. Should be about 1/3, quarter the size of the body, roughly. You're going to place it on that toothpick so it looks like this. You can smush it around a bit. If you want to smooth it out to make it look like it's a connected neck, you can. But otherwise, because of the toothpick, you can actually rotate the head, as you see on this elephant here. You can turn the head if you don't connect it. But if you want it to look smoother and it's more just a sitting decoration you guys want to have, you can just work the clay in a little better if you want. Okay, so while you guys are putting in your toothpick for a neck and that ball on the toothpick, I got another cool elephant fact for you. So this one is, elephants usually live around 50 to 70 years.
What?
But the oldest recorded elephant was 86. His name was Ling Wan, and he was from Asia. Ling Wan.
Nice.
That's a cute name for an elephant, Lin Wan. Ling Wan, sorry, Ling Wan. Okay, I'll just show everybody the way it should be looking is something like this so far. So far it doesn't quite look like an elephant, but hopefully by the end, we're going to be laughing at our really cute elephants. Sean got a really cute pink head on his elephant. Interesting. But I don't think that's a 400-pound trunk. What would you guys say? That's a pretty skinny trunk for an elephant.
This muting itself, I don't know. Okay, what is that? They have one color. We have many colors.
As far as colors go, guys, it can be multicolor. Like, it's just due to the clay you have or the amount. If you had to use a single color, you'd have to make the elephant significantly smaller.
Including the ears.
All right. So our next step, if you guys are all ready, we're going to take another toothpick. I'm going to break off just a bit because I'm going to take a longer piece. It's going to look something like this piece. It can be reshaped, but it's going to be a longer. This is going to be our trunk. I'm then going to take the toothpick. Hopefully you guys can see the toothpick. I'm going to insert this toothpick into the trunk. Oh, try not to make it poke out. Something like this. I hope you guys can see. I'm going to place that into his nose where a trunk would go on an elephant. Then I'll blend that trunk into his face so it doesn't look like it's a separate piece by smoothing it out with my finger.
I think Allison is showing. Allison, I'm gonna unmute you for a bit. Are you showing or you have question?
I'm showing.
Okay. That looks cool. Good job.
So you have something like this.
Alice, Derek too.
Something like that, guys.
Alice, Derek is showing you. Okay.
Okay.
Ooh, that's cool, Derek.
Looking like that.
Good job.
Okay. Our next step, you should have another toothpick left, right? Everybody does? I'm going to shape out his eyes with this toothpick. This is optional. This isn't 100% necessary. I like to kind of indent his eyes. Just where they're going to be. I'm going to use the toothpick because it's a fine work and my finger's too fat to really do a good job of it. So it's going to look something like that.
Maybe a little closer, Travis. That's right. A little better.
Okay, so you got your indented eyes. Okay, for this elephant, as you can see, I made clay eyes on this example. Can you guys see the clay eyes? It was two tiny pieces I used of clay. But due to the time factor on this other elephant I'm about to make, I actually have googly eyes. So I'm going to place these googly eyes in his head. Something like this. Which clay is fun because you can use different things like googly eyes. You can see his funny googly eyes. This clay does not dry out. It stays moist at all times. So if you guys need to remake or reuse this stuff, you have that option. All the clay you have there, you have that option that we sent, or molding clay there. Okay, so we got our eyes. Now I asked you guys to make 2 more balls, right? Those 2 smallest balls we made. We're gonna flatten them out. Oh. So we had those 2 small balls. I am gonna flatten them out, kind of into a funny ear shape. Kind of like a big human ear shape. You guys see that? Big ear shape. We're going to place that ear on the side of the elephant's head. Work it in. Going to do the same thing with that other small piece. So now our elephant has some ears. If you guys can see the ears.
I think Derek just wants to show.
Sorry guys, I'm gonna have to speed it up because I got about 2 minutes, sadly,
Derek was just showing.
of air time before.
What's the ears, Derek?
Now our tail, I shaped a tiny little
Nice.
guy, and then I put a little fatter piece on the end
That's cute, Derek.
for the tail. The tail doesn't need a toothpick. The tail just goes right on his rear end, his tuchus, and you just work it in there so it stays.
Tickets.
The tuchus got him. That's funny. Okay, sorry. Now, if you got another color, I made 2 more small balls, which is just a quick thing. The reason I did that is they're white, and I'm going to make this elephant some tusks. You don't really need a lot. You can even just roll it out into a small piece like that and break it in half. Works. You have 2 tusk-looking things. Not all elephants have tusks for various reasons. So yeah, elephants, once you have your tusk, you can place it just under his nose there. Okay, so we got our elephant tusks. Sorry, I'm going to read you guys another quick elephant fact.
Yeah, actually,
So-
can I read the fact?
yeah, it's on the other side. Yeah, no, sorry, that was right there. Okay, go ahead. Sean's going to read us a nice fact. So this is the elephant with the tusks. His tail,
Did
eyes.
you guys
completed
know
elephant.
that
They're going to look like this.
elephants aren't scared of mice, but are scared of ants and bees? I always thought they were scared of mice. Apparently, that's not true. Farmers who live near elephants often surround their land with hives to deter them.
Deter them from wrecking their gardens. They'll surround their farms with bee hives. Cool, eh? So I guess they can farm the honey as well. So let's get this in where everybody can see it. That is the completed elephant. Okay, just going on to some facts while you guys are catching up with your elephants. I got like a minute left maybe. Okay, did you know elephants have very special sensors in their feet and they can pick up vibrations? They can also hear the vibrations in the ground from seismic activities with their ears. It comes in as a large screeching sound for them apparently. Another fact is elephants in adulthood can eat 600 pounds of food a day. That's the equivalent to 3 to 4 people in weight of food. Lucky they're not carnivores and they're omnivores, eh? Number 12, elephants can recognize themselves in mirrors. And there's only a handful of animals that can do that. So that means they have a high intelligence for recognizing each other and themselves. Number 13, it's our last one. The largest elephant ever recorded was 26,000 pounds. That's 13 tons. He was 13 feet high, standing on all 4 feet. 13 feet high. That's 3 feet higher than your average basketball rim in the NBA. So that elephant was humongous. A car weighs about 2,500 pounds, guys. So we're looking at like 5 cars in weight. That's a big elephant. But we're out of time. This is our elephant. If you guys need more help, we'll stay on the line or we'll call later or we'll figure it out. I'll give you some special help if you need. And I hope you enjoyed the animal kingdom today and you like those facts. And I hope you have a new appreciation for elephants. Thanks, guys.
That is elephant.
It looks amazing, Tom.